Everybody, welcome back. My name's Alison, the online piano and the online violin tutor. Today I'm going to go through how I play by ear, or how to play by ear. I've picked the song Yesterday by the Beatles just because it's a very well-known song. It's relatively simple on the piano. I'm going to take you through how I do it, but I mean the bottom line is that there is nothing complicated by playing by ear. It really is just playing by ear, and it really is just a case of just working out what the notes are. I suppose the better musician you are, or the longer you've been involved in music and playing instruments and things, the quicker this process will come to you. If you're a beginner, it's going to take you a bit of time to work out because you just won't understand the difference between the pitches. So when I hear a tune in my head and I want to put that out onto the piano or the violin, I can hear the difference. I can hear the distance between each note, and then I can relate that to the distance between notes on the piano as well. You guys aren't so kind of advanced in music or so experienced, won't understand that quite yet, so it'll just be a case of trial and error. But I'm going to take you through in just a second anyway how I do that. But I mean, that really is just what it boils down to. So if you want to learn how to play by ear, then please keep watching. Okay, so I picked the song Yesterday. I've just had a little quick kind of playthrough, just so I'm not messing around too much for the purpose of this video, but I've purposefully not tried to do too much to it so that at least I'm playing a little bit by ear. Like I said, this is not going to be totally a true representation because I'm going to be doing this a little bit faster than say you guys would, but I'm just going to try, you know, and just take you through the steps that I would use anyway. It helps if you want to play something by ear. It helps if you know a tune already. If you don't know a song and you want to learn it by ear, then the only way you're going to actually learn to play something by ear is if you actually learn how the song goes. So if you need to learn a song, then you've just got to listen to the song on your iPod or on the radio or whatever it is again and again and again until you can do it. I suppose you can stop and start your iPod again and again and go through it and learn it that way. I think that's probably a long-winded way of doing it. So if I play anything by ear, I usually know the song first, and then I can kind of figure it out and things like that. The reason why, there's lots of musical reasons why I can do things like that, and it's because I know intervals. So when I hear in a song, like Yesterday, All My Troubles, see, I know how far away each of those notes are in terms of pitch. Therefore, I know roughly what notes, sometimes accurately, I know what note exactly it is that I need to play on the piano, because I know what it's going to sound like. I know the sound of the distance between these two notes. So when I hear that in the music, I automatically know that's where I've got to jump to. So for me, playing by ear, and for other musicians of my kind of level, playing by ear comes a lot quicker, and you know, we can do it with only making maybe one or two mistakes. If you don't know any of that stuff, it doesn't matter, it's just going to take you a little bit longer, that's all. So Yesterday, so pick a note. You preferably want to pick something that you're not having to do loads of black notes with. So I'm gonna start here. So there's the first part of it. So actually this song's quite easy because it goes up quite a lot in scale wise, but if you didn't know, and you just sort of keep finding the right note until it sort of sounds right to you, and then go back and do it again. So it's that one. Sometimes you can hear when they're moving kind of stepwise, you know, one note above the other. It's the jumps that are difficult. So there, that doesn't sound right. That sounds better. So it was that one. So I did know it was that jump. I was just trying to pretend that I didn't know, so you can kind of hear what the difference is. So you just keep playing. And that's pretty much it for the first part. You can go on to the next part anyway. So yeah, so I just break down the song into sections. I've written all the notes on here, so it's a lot easier to look to look at, and that's it. And then really it honestly just, there's nothing kind of clever about it. It's just a case of just picking out the notes and sort of, you know, as long as you know the tune, it's much easier to do the rhythm for it. I mean, you could pick anything. I don't know, it's very hard for me to kind of demonstrate because playing from ear is a lot easier for me. But really, I mean, that's the process. That really is all there is to it. The difference between, I suppose, myself and musicians like myself and you guys who might be beginners wanting to know how to play by ear, the more you know about music and pitches and intervals, etc., it'll just be easier and faster, and it'll just take less time. So for me, it's a lot easier, and I might only make 1 or 2 kind of note mistakes whilst I'm working out by ear, and then the second time round I'll have it. But for you guys, there might just be a lot more working out. But basically, playing by ear is just knowing the song in your head and actually just finding the notes, mapping it out, and maybe if you want to write down the letters so that you can remember it. You know, so if you keep getting that one wrong, you know, just write it out. So G, F, F, A, B, C sharp, D, E, F, E, D, D. So remember we said it was B flat. So I would recommend that you actually just write it down so you can remember what you've done. And then voila, I mean, you've literally done it by ear. That's all it is. And folks, there's nothing magical about it. That's exactly what I do. The only difference is that it's going to take someone with my experience not very long at all. It's going to take a beginner, for example, just a lot longer to do it because you're just having to get used to those pitches. So that's all it is. It's just understanding the interval between the notes so that when you hear that on the music or on the radio, you immediately associate that with the distance between the notes in the piano. I can actually play by ear a lot better on the piano than I can on the violin because the piano for me is more visual, and I've done a lot more of it on the piano than I have the violin. But the violin is the same thing. It's just hearing the difference between the first note and the next note, whatever that might be, and then just pitching that on my finger and just knowing that if I play, you know, a first finger on the A string and I play a third finger on the D string, that will give me the same interval or the same sounding pitch. So that's all it is. So the second part of this video, click the description link underneath, and what I'm going to tell you to do is 7 accompaniments or 7 left-hand accompaniments that you can put once you've worked out your song by ear, and I'm going to show you how to do that. So this is step 1. Step 2, click underneath this video and you will see how to put a left hand to it. So many people want to know how to put a left hand, and I'm going to tell you how to do it, folks. So thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.